This first heat is a huge one. Mick Fanning takes on Hawaii's Dusty Payne in round 3, heat number 7. If you're just joining us, the call has been made to finish this round of competition. We did half of it yesterday before we left the beach.
It looks like Dusty Payne's going to roll the dice with 5 minutes gone.
So he'll get a roll in now with the whitewater. First wave of Monday morning goes to the Hawaiian. Little jam off the whitewater, good for one move, and he'll step off.
You know, Mick Fanning's not one of those guys that plays that defense as much as most.
It's really true. When you watch him, we see so many paddle battles, even going out of position, ton of time. As we look at a bigger set coming through now, you can see a little bit of that onshore flow, putting a little chatter on the open face. Without priority, Dusty's going to take a look here. It's getting slowed up by the whitewater, so he steps off again. Oftentimes, being a lower seed, you're coming against guys like Mick or guys like Kelly, world champions, quite often in your career. Now Mick on his first wave of the morning. Frontside wrap off the top, only good for one move. So a sleepy start to round 3, heat number 7.
It'll go kind of quiet, so I think both surfers too. I mean, that last couple of sets that came through for Dusty, a little bit too deep. Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. You look at most people's results and they're all over the shop. Mick Fanning's are pretty solid.
Dusty Payne is looking to get a big score on this wave. He's got the speed. Nice, beautiful arc off the top to get started. Frontside carve, and now he's got a big section to work with. Floats it off the top with some power, punches out the whitewater section. And now he's earned a little bonus inside. Little trail drift, power finish, and Dusty Payne's out with the best number of the morning.
Dusty just getting his feet right there. Beautiful bottom turn, top turn combo. He's got that nice wrap going. I'm just trying to see if that back is hindering him at all. Nice solid surfer from Dusty. You can guarantee Dusty's got some serious power involved. This morning you kind of got to just take it easy a little bit. A lot of bump on the face of the wave. Dusty just milking it through. Forced that last issue and then managed that end section. That was better there. You could see a little bit more enthusiasm on that last turn. Mick Fanning looking like he's going to answer back.
Mick now glides in and sets up his first turn. Just has a 1.9 before this. So an important wave. Quick snap off the top. Keeps that flow going off the bottom and off the top again. Jams the fins out on the third move. And now that high line cut back into the pocket again for Mick. It'll double up for him, deep off the bottom, and a big tail drift off the coping. Fits it, nice vertical finish.
Wow, that's why Mick Fanning's one of the best, one of the most consistent surfers out here at Bells. Just the way he approached that wave.
Making a move on this very next opportunity. And now he's setting up a big open face hook. Ends up being a little jam off the lip, and now Dusty winding up off the bottom, blows the tail out, ends up getting tangled up on the landing.
What Mick does to you, you know, Mick doesn't, he doesn't try and do those crazy moves. He lets the wave determine what's going to happen. Sort of almost winds up. Let's have a look at this wave here from Fanning. Nice start right there. Just more of a check turn to get around the section. Little clean floater, so not too much to start things off. Now he starts to wind up. Throws the tail out of the back there, comes off the bottom again. Beautiful slicing, carving maneuver to get himself back in the power source.
Now live action, Mick Fanning out the back with a bigger looking wave. Nice clean carve. Now setting up a little whitewater float. Comes out of that, fades his bottom turn, now sets up a big hack, blows the tail out. Total control for Fanning. A little reset on that wrap, and that's a quick decision to float the finish. So Mick Fanning cleaning up some messy sections here at Bells Beach on Monday morning. The first heat of the day in the whole world, and Honolulu Bay has probably had one of its best seasons. As we go back to Mick's last wave here, Potts.
Yeah, Mick just slicing through the top of that one right there. Perfect timing right in front of Dusty. See how he waited on that bottom turn there. Just pumps off the bottom, holds it. Now he unleashes that beautiful slashing turn back out on the open face again. Very tricky wave to ride, and then manages that mid-face turn to get that last maneuver in. Perfect surfing there from Mick Fanning. This was wave number 2 for him. Another nice turn right there. I like the way he just approached this wave, nice and easy just to get things going. Now he finds the groove. Now he starts to unleash right there. Trademark surfing from Mick Fanning. And that, I love that slicing turn right back in the power source. And he gets slingshot back out with a lot of speed. Bang, there we go. That's what we want to see from Fanning. And that bonus section at the end. He's so good at timing those last ending maneuvers. Looks so confident. Generally very tricky. A lot of guys mistime that last turn. Mick Fanning can just see sliding his feet back a little bit. And I love that there. See how he gets those shoulders wide open. Gets that board all the way around. Eyes on the prize. Always focused on what's coming up ahead. Never gets too far ahead of himself. Concentrates on the maneuver at hand before he goes into that next one. And I think that's what makes him so good. Yeah, it was an interesting a little bit.
Now watching Mick. Fanning with that big wrap in the pocket. Throwing a little inside hook now and then bottom turning off the top. Big blow tail for Fanning. Sits on that one. Nice and explosive, changing up the rhythm of this inside corner. Nice tight, clean wrap from the 3-time world champ. The defending Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach champ blows the tail out. Showing that these waves aren't scripted. Every time he gets up, he shows us something a little bit different. Even in smaller waves, we're seeing him really push the progression meter.
Don't know how well that'd sell.
Be off the charts. This is Mick's last decision. What do you think?
Yeah, well, Mick just staying busy right now. He's got that heat lead and a couple of 8s, as you said. So just starting to mix it up, light it up. You know, you talk about Dusty being better in the air than Mick. What about this, Joe? How about that right there? Just showing some innovation. Mick Fanning with some progressive surfing. 34 years young and just still looking sharp as a tack. Some great boards under his feet. Mick Fanning brings this one all the way through the inside and again just boosts that tail out. Gets those fins free and slides it around. Mick Fanning 7.40, so it doesn't go into his top 2, but...
Well, Fanning said if he's here, he's competing to win, but he didn't try most of his boards before this contest as he's up again. Snaps it off the lip. He's got a little float section. He's got a ton of speed. Deep off the bottom, punches out the tail. Spins it around without the reverse. As Fanning is having a blast out here this morning at Bells Beach. He's got an oncoming section that he's lining up. And he'll just throw a little layback carve through it. Checks his watch. He's still got 2:30. And he'll just quietly fade out. What a solid performance in little onshore conditions at Bells Beach.
Nice clean little wave here. Sometimes you don't need those big ones at Bells Beach. First turn. Nice little snap right there. It's this next maneuver, I think, that Mick Fanning really lights it up. Nice transition right now. Now he's got the speed. Watch this off the bottom. Watch how this board gets inverted. Like it's literally throws that tail out that back foot, slides off the pad, releases the fins. You can see all 3 fins out the back right there. He re-engages them and that spins him back around. So Mick Fanning just feeling it out here this morning at Bells.
Love when he just blows that tail out and doesn't keep with that motion of the reverse. And then checks that layback finish. What more would you want to do on a wave like that,
He's just having a good look at his own form right there, making sure he's throwing enough spray out the back of the wave. That's a subtle claim there. That Tom Curran used to do that, where he just wipes the water from his nose, thinking, yep, that felt good.
To enjoy this call up to Bells Beach, getting through round 2 and now into round 3. Stepping on this one is Fanning, but he'll let Dusty go now with priority. So Dusty can give this one everything he has, almost needing a perfect number. Draws that high line off the top. Big front side rip in the pocket. He's hoping for a little double up here. Top turn carve, big section for Payne. Throws it up vertically, and this one's going to start slowing down. So Dusty steps off. He was in a corner needing a 9.93, and now Fanning wants the next one. Mick throws in a roundhouse cutback onto the way to the inside. Big front side float. And Fanning finishes off a dream heat. A solid performance. Back-to-back 8s. Had a 7.4, 6.8, 7. He was having a blast on every exchange, and we got to see a lot of different maneuvers, even in small sections. Big blowtails, laybacks, and the fans are really going to be very busy the next few minutes. Now Mick Fanning will move on to round 4 here at the Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach. Still on pace to potentially break a record and go for his 5th Bells title this season. The global hero coming in from a solid performance. Mick Fanning, 3-time world champ, 4-time Bells champ, comes in from a solid victory over Dusty Payne.